Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. I am Christine Del Pozo, principal of Stanwood High School. Tonight, it is my privilege to congratulate all members of the class of 2020 and for making it to this evening. Tonight, please enjoy this recording of the national anthem, performed by our jazz ensemble at a Seattle Mariners game back in September of 2019.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Stanwood High School Jazz Ensemble.
The afternoon of March 10th, when school was closed, we had no idea that would be your last day of having classes at Stanwood High School. No one could have imagined we would have to cancel the senior dessert night, prom, athletics, and more. We also had to adjust to virtual award ceremonies for our typical senior recognition events. However, it brought you together more to fight what was going on through volunteering, working more to support your family and yourself, learning how to finish your classes remotely, watching virtual announcements instead of listening to the live announcements at the school, and having a virtual prom. And you are the only class to have a drive-through event to pick up your Jostens graduation supplies. Sadly, I can also say you are the only class so far to have a pre-recorded graduation ceremony as well. William Butler Yeats said, "Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire." You have done just that. You have used your education and the 4 years at Stanwood High School to excel and set the bar higher for those to come after you. You have excelled both individually and collectively. 2 students, Jetlyn Howe and Chanel Siva, were athletic state champions, not once, but twice during high school. That was quite a feat. A number of you have signed to be involved in college athletics. Some of our athletic teams received outstanding academic recognition for 3.65 grade point averages or higher. That includes our fall and winter cheer, girls soccer, girls swim, volleyball, boys and girls basketball, boys golf, and girls tennis. Jeffrey Rahman was recently named a National Merit Scholar. 3 students, Mia Miller, Preston Pierce, and Madison Plotz, received the Dave Henderson $5,000 scholarship. 10 of you received at least 4 or more local scholarships from our great community donors. Several of you have participated in the Science Bowl and were able to achieve 4th place at the state level. You helped us hold our first annual homecoming parade through part of town. Many of you participated to represent activities, clubs, and athletic teams that you were involved in. And who can forget our Spartan mascot who led the way in the fire engine? I won't mention the person's name, but that person did an amazing job showing school spirit at all of our events. I also need to give a shout out to the senior cheerleaders who put up with a couple amateur coaches in the fall for a few weeks until the new coach was hired. Well, maybe I should say one amateur coach, myself, and a true coach, Mrs. Coombs. She was the one who gave you quite the workout. A number of you have already started your first career job. Even one student, Courtney Beld, graduating early to obtain a full-time position back in January. Some of you have planned to obtain trade certifications, including welding. We have seniors who will be going to Everett Community College, Skagit Valley College, Washington State University, University of Washington, Western Washington, and Central Washington, and also private schools like Whitworth and Pacific Lutheran University. Some of you are planning to go out of state, such as to Oregon State, Montana State, and Boise State. Some of you are wanting to earn degrees in biology, political science, veterinary science, art, engineering, fire science, and fashion. Meredith Parker wants to become a published author. Haley Ovanel would like to be a nurse. And Dylan Link wants to be a pilot. Whatever your goals are, stick to them. Whatever you need to do to find that spark, that light that got you motivated in high school, remember that. You are too strong to lose. You are Spartans united until the end. Thank you. Dr. Shoemate and Stanwood Camano School District Board of Directors. I would like to present the class of 2020. These students have met all graduation requirements that are set forth by the state of Washington and Stanwood Camano School District. They can now receive their high school diplomas. Presenting the class of 2020 with their diplomas today, virtually and in spirit, will be the Stanwood Camano School Board members.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Kyla Boyer. Lauren Catherine Brager. Glory Anastasia Brooks. Celia Joan Hand. Lindsay Elizabeth Hendrickson. Preston Liam Pierce. Bethany Marie Van Sant. Lily Cunningham. Matthew Charles Gavin Lumen. Isabel Danielle Akoba. Wyatt Fox Alford. Eduardo Alzu Sanchez. Caleb Ryan Anderson. Gavin James Anderson. Jaron Cole Andrus.
Fellow classmates, honestly, up until about a week ago, I lost all motivation to write this speech. Since I wasn't going to be in the midst of all my peers, friends, and family at graduation, I just thought, what's the point? But after some thought, I realized that the recognition that we all would have gotten at a ceremony isn't why we've accomplished all the things that brought us here today. Don't get me wrong, celebrating accomplishments is epic, but as we've all learned, the public celebrations in life that we thought we would receive aren't always guaranteed. I realized that there are so many successes in life, big and small, that we need to learn to appreciate along the way. Think about all that we've accomplished in the past 13 years. Walking through the kindergarten classroom doors for the first time, making a new friend at recess, meeting the uncertainties that awaited us in 6th grade, or even square dancing to the Ghostbusters theme song in the middle school gym. For real though, our class represents a lot of different accomplishments. We've succeeded in academia, literature, the arts, languages, fire rescue, mechanics, and those are just to name a few. We've received a lot of public recognition for those things, but there are more personal successes that make up who we really are. These are things like choosing to take a hard class and persevering when the classwork gets difficult, putting in independent effort to improve, maybe in a sport or in an instrument, coming to school and facing tough social situations, overcoming language challenges such as tackling schoolwork and relationships when English maybe wasn't our first language, staying focused on school responsibilities when home responsibilities were hard, like juggling work and school to help pay the bills or take care of siblings, helping others just because they need it for nothing in return, learning to be patient, and choosing to be kind. So at first I thought, what's the point of planning a speech for this type of graduation ceremony? But we've all made accomplishments worth acknowledging, and all of these accomplishments help bring us into adulthood. People may not always know what we achieve, and they won't always clap and cheer for what we overcome. But learning to look within ourselves and find joy and pride in our accomplishments is a skill that we will use forever. Our lives are crafted from tiny little accomplishments that we make along the way. And when we can learn to recognize these accomplishments and build on them throughout the rest of our lives, we will go far. Thank you.
Max Arndt. Jaslyn Jean Bashand. Jet Austin Bacher. Christian Adon Benuelos Ornelas. Sadie Blue Peterson Bartitian. Grant Allen Berry. Emma Jane Bartlett. Jessica Ann Bartlett. Courtney Ann Beld. Kayla Jean Beld. Erin Christine Bestie. Caleb Scott Beerer. Hunter Gregory Blackburn. Gavin Alexander Boggs. Haley Patricia Bonk. Jacob Miles Bowman. Ty Darren Bradley. Samuel Austin Brandt. Lexi Marie Brennan. Tiana Marie Breverick. Karina Leanne Burkham. Cameron James Carpinetti. Shylin Ray Carpenter. Cole Michael Kerrigan. Aiden Patrick Casey. Christian Lee Castro.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am so honored to be standing here today. First and foremost, I'd like to take a minute and congratulate the class of 2020. We made it. We're finally here. We're graduating. It's been a crazy couple of months. If you had asked me at the beginning of the year what I believed my senior year would look like, I certainly would not have expected this. Nobody could have ever predicted this year would turn out as it did. And that's the thing about predictions. They don't always turn out the way we expect them to. From an early age, we were asked to figure out what we would like our futures to look like. We were repeatedly asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? This is how it starts. We were asked to predict where we want to be, but it's not until high school that we were asked how we're going to get there. Some of us have always known the answer to this question, while some of us decided just last week. And some of us still don't know the answer, and that's okay. If you had told me even just last year that I'd be attending Washington State University, I would have told you were crazy. Nothing about what I thought I wanted led me to predict that I would end up there. Yet when I walked onto that campus, it just felt right. It became clear that I was meant to pursue my future in Pullman. My plans have and will most likely continue to change, as will all of ours. Life doesn't always go to plan. It's something we have and will continue to face as we progress into our futures. This can be scary, but it also has the opportunity to be great. Now more than ever, the future seems a bit unclear. We are living in uncertain times, and it's easy to get caught up in what could happen, but ultimately nobody knows what comes next. As we venture off and go our separate ways, let's enjoy where we are, not worry about what could happen, but rather focus on what's in front of us, the choices we can control. No one can predict what life is going to look like in the coming months. We are slowly shifting into a new reality. If there is one thing I have learned from these past couple of months is that it's okay to not know what comes next. It's okay to not have everything all planned out. In fact, I'd say it's better that way. Only when we stop looking to the future can we appreciate and enjoy what is in front of us. So be here, enjoy today, and all that is to come. We may not be able to predict our future, however, through hard work, dedication, and the memories we have shared growing up together, combined with the support of our community, coaches, family, friends, and the teachers along the way, we are equipped with all the support and skills we need to achieve our goals. No matter the obstacle, we are ready and able to overcome. These last couple of months have served as a testament to this. As we venture off into our new endeavors, have faith that our experiences these past 12 years have prepared us for whatever life may throw our way. Congratulations, class of 2020. We made it. Thank you.
Sydney L. Kavanaugh. Isis May Shaban. Jacob Nolan Childs. Peyton Margaret Chisholm. Jeffrey Allen Christensen. Nicholas David Christensen. Zachary Michael Christensen. Jocelyn Mary Clasper. Taylor Ken Conyers. Forrest Tristan Cook. Ryan Christopher Wayne Cook. Cassidy Ann Coombs. Whitney Michelle Coombs. Garrett Reed Craig. Judith Laurencia Cunningham. Lucas Charles Curry. Amanda Grace Dams. Caleb Sky Danielson. Mackenzie Adrian Dean. Hannah Nicole Donahue. Orion Anthony Drake. Caitlin Anne Marie Duffy. Brandon Thomas Duncan. Rachel Carolyn Dunning. Brandon Tyler Eckelbarger. Taylor Madison Eldridge. Colby Robert Entz. Bree Irvin. Natalie Ray Espinoza Rodriguez. Jacob L. Evans.
I never thought I'd be giving a speech for graduation through a video recording. I also never thought I wouldn't get to walk across the stage on graduation day and get handed my diploma. Well, the fake one anyway. But that's life, isn't it? Twists and turns, taking us places we never thought we'd be. If there's one thing these past months have taught me, it's that life doesn't always go the way we planned. But I believe there is truth in the saying, life is what you make of it. In the end, we can't control our circumstances. We can't control how our high school careers end and whether we got to receive our diplomas amongst peers and friends. Even the things we often take for granted, like coffee with friends, tennis matches, and choir concerts, aren't givens. It's easy in times like these to feel overwhelmed by the lack of control we have. It's easy to feel helpless amidst the chaos. But regardless of the circumstances surrounding us, we can control our response to that which is uncontrollable. Even though we didn't get to have a senior prom or graduation night, we have an opportunity to choose how we respond to these disappointments and losses. Because this won't be the last time life throws us a curveball. We might get halfway through college and realize we chose the wrong major, or we find out the job of our dreams isn't hiring. This won't be the last time our plans get turned upside down. But each day is an opportunity to decide the kind of response we will have to whatever circumstances we find ourselves in. The past months have given me an opportunity to respond to curveballs and unknowns, not with fear, but with hope, knowing that no matter the chaos around me, I can trust in a God who never changes. As we graduate high school and go out into the world, let's work hard, pursue our dreams, and plan for our futures. But when things don't go as we planned and life gets hard, let's see even these challenging times as an opportunity to learn and to grow. I'm so thankful for the things I have learned throughout my 4 years at Stanwood High School. I'm thankful for the teachers that have dedicated time and energy to my growth and education. I'm thankful for my friends that have kept me laughing and encouraged me. I'm thankful for my family for loving and supporting me. And I thank Jesus for his grace and love that holds me up even during the hard times. It's safe to say that none of us expected senior year to end this way, but we are graduating, and that is worth celebrating, whether it's online or in person. We worked hard to get to this point, so let's congratulate each other, class of 2020, that we are high school graduates.
Cameron Dean Everett. Preston Connor Feckus. Alejandra Flores. Jamie Lynn Frank. Toby Gaskill. Cade Jacob Getzinger. Brian Dennis Gibson. Sierra Rose Ginger. Leah Nicole Good. Jonah Matthew Graham. Jacob Ray Grant.
Gabriella Ann Green. Dawson Michael Greenleaf. Faith Elena Griffin. Luke Sawyer Griffin. Ledger Daniel Groves. Jean-Pierre Max Gross. Alec James Grunvig. Kiernan Avery Hammond. Jace Calvin Hansen. Kendra Marissa Haas. Aaron Hatzenbeller. Jetlyn Fa Howe. Gabriel Daylor Heckman. Madeline Frances Hepper. Ethan Cole Hildahl. Gabrielle Marie Hoydel.
Good evening. My name is Celia Hand, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak with you tonight representing the graduating class of 2020. While I know that this is not exactly how we envisioned graduating this year, our resilience and perseverance as a class and community has only shone through brighter. Regardless of the tribulations, we have still reached this immense milestone together. Our futures are starting, and the world is at our fingertips. I know that when I envisioned what my last quarter of senior year might entail, Zoom meetings and virtual ceremonies definitely weren't in the picture. While sleeping in and watching countless Netflix shows is great for a while, I am undoubtedly ready to gain back a sense of normalcy in my life. I know many of you can relate when I say I miss the small things about school. I miss taking naps in the library during lunch, complaining about the walk across campus, and struggling with the parking lot. I would like to thank the teachers and coaches that provided me with a passion to learn and succeed, family and friends that supported me, in a community that has given me countless opportunities. I can only hope that our class will be, quote, part of the solution instead of part of the problem, a quote that stuck with me after listening to President Obama's 2020 commencement speech. To my class, I wish us nothing but success in our future endeavors and our lives that lay ahead. Thank you for your time.
Trenton Jacob J. Hollinsworth. Tiana Michelle Halsey. Mary Frances Holzknecht. Gracelyn Talisa Hudson. Kenshin Humphrey. Gavin Eric Hutzel. Annalise Marie Jameson. Catherine Elizabeth Jenkins. Sarah Jeanette Jenkins. Nadia Lorraine Genman. Anna Kelly Jensen. Sadie Elizabeth Johnson. Fabian Juarez. Ariel Reina Jumper. Kayana Leah Smith. Ethan Joseph Kemp. Jason David Corey. Maria McKenna Kinsman. Madeline Faith Klesick. Alexandra Lee Knudsen. Kylie Marie Koch. Jordan Lee Coster. Lauren Marie Coster. John Michael Labrador Lacerda. Aaron Allen Larson. Indy Charisse Lee. Sydney Anakeule Leorna. Hannah Melanie Lindenau. Dylan John Link. Haley Jean Logan. Makoma Ramadani Lahizo. Cameron Lincoln Lukehart. Hannah Catherine Lull. Shelby Lee Lund. Caden Everest Lind. Brian Travis Malaby. Elijah Robert Martinez. Guadalupe Martinez. Daniel Martinez Ocampo. Riley Jessica Masonholder. Emily Grace McCammond. Riley Angela McComas. Callie Kate McCoy. Kelsey Elizabeth McFall. Landon Nicholas McAnally. Liam James McKenna. Ethan Edward McPhee. Rayana Gladys Melton. Jacob Paul Midyet. Michael Joseph Miller. Mia Jasmine Miller. Chelsea Brianne Minnick. Emily Malika. Madison L. Moore. Kristalina Amber Morgan.
Good evening, students, staff, family, and friends. I've been given the privilege of speaking tonight because I am this year's Salutatorian. What that means is that I received 55 A's and 1 A-. Recently, when I looked at my transcript, I was reminded of one of my dad's least favorite songs from the 90s, Ironic by Alanis Morissette. This is the one that repeatedly says, "Isn't it ironic, don't you think?" over and over again. You might be wondering why my transcript reminds me of this song. Getting 1 A- in high school isn't necessarily ironic. Having an A- come from an AP history class also doesn't constitute irony. The fact that my dad is an AP history teacher at Stanwood High School, well, that makes this just slightly ironic. Don't worry, the A- wasn't from him. Ironic is also a great way to describe what a lot of us have been experiencing since March 10th, the day that was to be our last day of high school. There's definitely something ironic about going to 13 years of school to have it be canceled spring of our senior year. If you were like me, you were pretty devastated at the way our school year ended. Just as we reached the final stretch, everything got taken away from us. After a few pretty difficult weeks, however, I began to realize that even in hard times, there is still goodness all around us when we choose to look for it. For some of us, this might be the first difficult thing we've gone through, but unfortunately, it definitely won't be the last. And so it is important to learn to recognize and create good even during the hard times. The last 3 months have taught us that there is a different type of irony, the irony of good things coming out of bad situations. While the last 3 months have been hard, we have also seen countless examples of kindness and sacrifice and goodness. One example of this happened to me personally. A woman I've never met named Michelle adopted me on the local senior adopt page. Weekly, she sent me cards and gifts just because she wanted to do something kind for a disappointed senior. Through her kindness and compassion, she created the good out of a bad situation. She repeatedly went out of her way to support me, even though we have still never met. Michelle isn't the only one. During the last few months, we've all seen how so many people have stepped up to help those around them in unique and creative ways. It is ironic that hard times have the ability to create an explosion of kindness and sacrificial giving. One set of the lyrics from the song Ironic is appropriate for us today as we prepare to move on to the next stage of our lives. I think more than ever we can all relate to the song's lyrics that say, "Well, life has a funny way of sneaking up on you when you think everything's okay and everything's going right." COVID-19 definitely snuck up on us all. But then, in a less famous line, the song goes on to say, "And life has a funny way of helping you when you think everything's gone wrong. Even with so much gone wrong, there has been so much good if we choose to see it." There is a famous quote by Mr. Rogers we've probably all heard. He says, "When I was a boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mother would say to me, 'Look for the helpers.'" I would challenge us not to only look for the helpers, but to be someone like Michelle and be the helpers. To the class of 2020, I hope that as we move forward, we can be the kind of ironic people that create good out of the bad, who look for creative ways of helping others and always remember that nothing, not even a global pandemic, can stop friendship, kindness, and community. Congratulations to you all.
Madison Renee Morgan. Megan Louise Moses. Benjamin Scott Nelson. Havana Nelson Johnson. Austin Cody Nicholson. Elena Marie Nicholson. Lauren Nicole Nigeman. Camille Ann Nielsen. Dominic Nister. Valerie Taylor Nyman. Angel Ocampo Hernandez. Jesslyn Elisa Ochoa. Jack Franklin Oldow. Gianna Joreen Ulrich.
Jasmine Joyanna Ortega. Jessica Erin Ortega Smith. Shania Bree Outerkirk. Haley May Ovenel. Zachary Ryan Pollinuk. Meredith Marie Parker. Kayla Fernandez Pate. Alyssa Elaine Michelle Paz. Hayden Ray Pennington. Sierra Rose Penter. Thomas Michael Peranto. Christina Ann Pettit. Justin Dale Place. Madison Christina Plouts.
Good evening. I first want to congratulate the class of 2020 for all of their hard work over the past 4 years and for the perseverance they've shown in the past couple of months. I also want to say thank you to my family, friends, and teachers who have all supported me over the last 18 years. As I was thinking about what I wanted to say and how I wanted to recognize my time at Stanwood High School, I thought of no better way than through a letter. This is a letter to my 8th grade brother to help him navigate high school, but I think there's something in here for everyone. Dear Levi, as I write this, I'm looking back on my high school experience and all the things that I've done. I've learned a lesson or two, so take some notes. First, it's important that you try new things. It could be a new sport, a club, or even picking an elective you've never done before. Doing new things has always been hard for me because I hate going out of my comfort zone. But I've learned the importance of gaining new experiences. Besides, you never know what opportunities or friendships could come from them. Another thing I suggest is to go to as many school events as possible. Go to football games, volleyball games, choir concerts, plays, and dances. Maybe the actual event seems boring to you, but with a friend or two, it'll be a blast. Besides, who actually goes to the football games for the football? I know that I didn't. Participate in Spirit Weeks, because when else are you going to get to wear your pajamas in public or dress up in a Halloween costume? These years are short, so make them fun. Appreciate the small things too. I'm going to miss being able to hang out with my friends every day, whether it was at lunch, in class, studying, or walking across campus. They're small moments, but they add up to being some of the best ones. When it comes to schoolwork, don't procrastinate. That's something that I've definitely learned. I've spent many Thursday nights doing hours of my math homework, trying to finish in time for the test, as you can probably attest to. I always got it done, but without procrastination, I could have spent that time doing something a little bit more fun. Take it from me, if you just do a little bit each night, life will be more pleasant. Probably one of the most important lessons, though, is to always do your best. As long as you do the best that you can, nobody can ask any more of you. I can rest easily at the end of the day when I know that I met each task with my best. You can't always be the best, but you can always do your best. The last thing I want you to remember is that grades are not everything. At the end of the day, a 4.0 won't make you laugh, make memories with you, or comfort you. Honestly, in a few weeks, I probably won't even think about my report card, but I'll always remember the relationships I've made, the experiences I've had, and the lessons I've learned. So Levi, as you enter high school and as the class of 2020 enters into adulthood, I want everyone to remember these words. Embrace every moment, step out of your comfort zone, do your best work, and focus on what's truly important to you. Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
Avery Pomey. Alexandra Marie Powell. Anjali Hina Prakash. Gavin Michael Price. Elijah Manuel Prout. Jeffrey Michael Rahman. Alexandra Faye Reno. Helen Hutchison Rawls. Mackenzie Lynn Reed. Melina Faith Reyes. Blake Wright Reynolds. Dejana Marie Reynolds. Emily Rose Reynolds. Rachel Isabella Reynolds. Christy Elizabeth Rice. Zachary Michael Thomas Ritchie. Sagan Marcus Ritchie. Salvador Robledo. Ava Natasha Ronning. Eliana Rose Rudzant. Robert Michael Roper. Madeline Grace Rupert. Anna Elizabeth Shander. Sarah May Schmidt. Tegan Bell Schoonover. Zane Eugene Schweiger. Timothy Anton Scott.
Hello, everyone. I would like to begin my speech with a very long-winded thank you, not because it's the norm or because it's expected, but because without the strong and inspiring people around me, I would have never become the person I am today. Everyone we come into contact with shapes our lives. Their touch is permanent, for better or for worse, with impacts big and small. That is why I want to take this time to express my gratitude toward the people that have blessed my life with their presence, and especially the ones that have guided me every step of the way. I'd first like to thank my mom, who has always been there for me, waiting by my side and ready to help me through every hardship, who never bats an eye at the opportunity to be selfless and is the perfect example of what character should be. To my dad, for giving me the tools and resources to make something of myself, and for always encouraging me to work towards my potential and take the right path, not the easy one. To my younger brother and two older sisters, Grace and Sam and Karina, for blessing my childhood with fond memories and being some of the best friends I could ask for. To my teachers, coaches, and people of Stanwood, thank you for sacrificing your time and effort to make this a strong and safe community that I am proud to have been a part of. To my best friends, like Katie, Shintaro, Kenshin, Brandon, the list could go on, but to the whole class of 2020 and to many more, thank you for being a part of my journey and allowing me to share my experiences side by side with you. And finally, to my Lord and Savior, to whom I give all the glory and praise. I know this speech is titled The Gains, and for those meatheads out there, when I say that, you might think of huge biceps. However, what I'm actually going to be talking about is of far more importance. Sorry, you meatheads. I know you're probably dying to hear what kind of gains I'm referring to, so I'm going to make you wait a little longer. I'd like to share with you a quote. It's not from any renowned scientist or philosopher, but a movie, actually. The movie Rocky. It says, going in one more round when you don't think you can. That's what makes all the difference in your life. Class of 2020, gain is not something given out freely. It's not something that you can just have without hardship. It is made by going through trial after trial and still coming out stronger. It's like those huge biceps, you meatheads. Are you going to the gym once a month and expecting to get absolutely shredded? I'm sorry, but you're going to be very disappointed. I know. It's only when you realize that it's going to take work, hard work, to tear down muscle day in and day out. Go in early, eat right, be resilient, that you're going to see the growth that you want. Life is the same way. We have to embrace trials, be resilient, and suffer through the challenges to see the growth we envision for ourselves, to be strong, and to know what victory is worth. We have to swallow the pill called pride and not point fingers at people or blame them for our trials. Instead, we take those trials, thank that person for making us better, and conquer whatever lies ahead. Class of 2020, I commend you on being resilient. You wouldn't be graduating today if you weren't. You know how I know? I know because after 13 years of sticking it out to be at your graduation today, you're instead sitting at your home, not even able to see your class all together face to face one last time. You aren't able to give one last handshake or one last hug, not able to say your personal farewells or your best wishes, not able to laugh one last time with all the people that suffered through the pop quizzes and last-minute studying for next period's test with you. I know you're resilient because even through all of this, you are still accomplishing something amazing today. You still made it, and you are that much stronger because of the challenges you've faced. And you know what? All of this is going to be okay. It's going to be okay because we're not actually at the end. It's okay because none of us have faced our biggest challenges or had our biggest rewards. It's okay because through everything we've faced to get to this point, our gain is that we are now better prepared for tomorrow. Life is uncertain. We should realize that by now. If I told you back in freshman year that we wouldn't have to go to school for the last semester of our senior year, the only ones that would have believed me were the ones that weren't planning on going anyway. But it happened. We faced it. We conquered it, and now it's our time to move on. It's our turn to go out into the world and make a difference. It's our turn to go out and be the change we want to see. So don't stop your gaining now, fellow graduates, because it's only just the beginning. Make your mark on the world, experience its wonders, and never stop being resilient. Thank you for listening, and congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
Chanel Levon Siva. Kara Ann Slider. Ava Lees Smith. Brian Boru Sofchek. Anna Lynn Solid. Stephanie Soriano. Chrisanne Lynn Stallings. Aaron Lee Stedham. Kristen James Steiner. Natalia Teresa Stites. Kyle Easton Stoker. Riley Jean Stuller. Jesse Joseph Suko. Serena May Sweeney. Meredith Margaret Zackel. Christopher Matthew Tabor. Rachel Ione Taney. Andrew Connor Tarsi. Haley Renee Taylor. Heidi Marie Tenhopen. Arabella Camille Turpening. Paige Marie Tift. Haley Teolinda Tobar. Katarina Elsalor Trainer. Riley Bruce Van Scoy. Kayla Marie Vaughn. Alana Jade Velasquez. Cameron Kyler Victor. Nicholas James Walker.
Hi, my name is Bethany Van Sant, and I'm one of your class valedictorians. As I stand here recording this, I can't lie that I could look out at my classmates wearing their red robes, because for the first time since quarantine, wearing a robe at 2 p.m. isn't grounds for intervention, but instead for celebration. It's no doubt that when we came here as freshmen, this huge new school seemed like a daunting test. However, with time comes experience, and over these last 4 years, we've grown not only academically, but socially and mentally as well. And after countless hours of studying, and long nights trying to cram for the math test in first period, we did it. We made it through high school. Up to this point, our journeys have been more or less the same. Show up to school at 7:40, go home at 2:10, homework, sleep, repeat. But from here on out, no two of our paths will be the same. So how are we supposed to know for sure what comes next? The truth is, we won't. While for some of us, our next journey will lead to Central or WSU, others might lead to a job on the East Coast or even a mission in the far corners of the globe. However, no matter where we go, we will all have the opportunity to use the skills we've learned to carve our own path, be who we want to be, and do what we've dreamed of doing. The diploma we receive here today is not just a box that needs to be checked off a list, but a symbol of the education we have received here. Our potential, which has been developed in these walls over the last 4 years, will in no way be contained by them, and it is for this reason that I believe that the class of 2020 will do some truly amazing things. Even though I do not know where your path after graduation will lead you, I can tell you this. No matter what path you choose to take, you must commit to the journey. Commit to learning from your mistakes, commit to giving all that you're capable of, and commit to waking up day after day, ready to put one foot in front of the other in order to continue on the journey you started so many years ago. While you're waiting for the perfect test or score or dream job, life will continue on, because in life there is no finish line. And when I think of my high school experience, I don't think of the diploma that I came to get here today. Instead, I remember all of the memories and stories that made up my 4 years. I think of sitting in Mr. Cunningham's class, eating half of his grapefruit, and watching him teach us how to dance the day before the homecoming football game after voting on who can draw the best Lego Batman. Not a piece of paper with my name on it. So as you go to wherever your next steps may take you, I want to challenge you. Never forget what you're working towards, and remember that no goal comes without work, because it is this work that makes our goals worth it. So as you hold your diploma in your hand, I want you to remember how hard you worked to get to where you are now. But also use it as a reminder to yourself that while our goals are extremely valuable, there is also value to the journey we took to achieve them. Thank you.
Victoria Joy Watkins. Angelina Nicole Faye Welch. Nathan Michael Weller. Benjamin Lyle Wemmett. Preston Lewis Westling. Linda Marie Wheeler. Carly Jean Whittam. Shintaro Takanaga Wilcox. Sydney Marie Wiley. Ashlyn Johanna Williams. Jasmine Jo Marie Williams. Jordan Dean Wilson. Jonathan Arthur Winter. Ian Lucas Younts. Alyssa Grace Zedwick. Lucas Ryan Johnson. Tyson Quinn Johnson.
These are the Stanwood High School 2020 graduates not in attendance tonight. Nicholas Dean Johnson,
Caleb Preston Beitner,
Shelby Ann Barnett, Charlotte Carolyn Bentz, Ishmael R. Bandel, Elias Titan Timothy Brown, Jasmine Eileen Castle, Clayton R. Caldwell, Madison Mari Conrad, Ian Richard Fleury, Demetrius Lee Frankhauser, Abigail Evelina Gay, Zachary Daniel Goad, Carlos James Gosiniak,
Landon Michael Ray Kellum, Anna Ryan King, Kalyana Chandra Krishnadas, Lucian Mate Melo, Morgan Rodney Manick, Jacob Christopher McCall, Anna Rose Melgen, Chase William Norton, Lauren Lind,
Isabel Anna Payne, Shelby Lynn Platt, Brendan Walsh Quigley, Miguel Sergey Rouchet, Joseph Simon Salin, Tyler John Camacho San Nicolas, Nicholas Christopher Simi, Franklin Ray Stevens.
Now we will have a few words from the class of 2020 President, Matthew Lumen.
Good afternoon. My name is Matthew Lumen, and I am your senior class president. Before I get started, I would like to take a moment to say thank you to all of our administrators, teachers, and parents for their support that they've given us through these unusual times. High school is only 4 years long, but in those 4 years, so many things happen. We stopped talking to people we never thought we'd lose connection with, and we made connections with so many people we thought we'd never meet. We start getting many freedoms that we've never experienced before, such as our driver's license, our first car, and our first job. As we move on past high school, we will remember all the things we did for the first time and all the memories we made together, and the people who made these last few years something worth remembering. With graduation comes the choice of where your next step in life will take you. I know many of you will be going to college in pursuit of a dream job. Some of you may go straight into the workforce, or some of you will join the military. Whatever it is you choose, I want to wish you all good luck, and I hope you do live life doing what you love to do. Congratulations on all the hard work you've done to get here today. Now, as Stanwood High School's class of 2020 president, I am proud that we now have officially graduated. Please join me in moving your tasks over to the left side.